Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're jumping into something really dynamic, fast-moving, online education. If you've ever thought about, using your expertise, maybe building a business that gives you freedom and makes an impact, well, this deep dive is definitely for you. We're going to cut through the noise today, get right to the heart of building, scaling, and, really thriving with online courses and coaching. Our mission, it's to boil down the essentials, look at the huge growth potential, and lay out the practical steps, the strategies you need to sort of harness this trend. Now, our main source for this is a really comprehensive guide called Building and Scaling Online Education Businesses. Think of it as a blueprint, basically, a roadmap. We'll also briefly mention a secondary source beyond busy work research insights, just for a quick note on playlist Money Matters. But really, our core focus, a deep knowledge, it's coming straight from that main guide. So whether you're thinking about starting something new, or maybe looking to grow an existing online education business, or perhaps you're just curious about how this whole digital learning thing works,
this is your shortcut. We want to give you thorough, actionable insights. We're going to unpack what makes this model so flexible, so impactful, and so potentially rewarding financially. Okay, let's get into this fascinating landscape. See what wisdom our sources have for us.
Yeah, and what jumps out immediately from that main guide is its strong emphasis on, the immense growth potential and the profitability. It's really clear this isn't just some passing fad, driven by recent events or anything. The guide positions it as a deep-rooted, continually expanding market.
Right.
It really highlights that we're looking at a sector with pretty substantial long-term opportunities for educators, entrepreneurs, really anyone with specialized knowledge. It suggests this isn't just a niche anymore. It's like a fundamental shift in how knowledge is accessed and shared globally.
That's a pretty bold statement.
Yeah.
Immense growth potential and profitability.
So, beyond just everyone being online now, what does the guide suggest is really fueling that? Is it changing learner habits or something else making it so strong?
It's definitely multifaceted. There's the tech side, obviously, but also huge market demand. The guide points out that, yes, internet access is the foundation, but the sustained growth, that comes from a few key things. There's this global need for upskilling, reskilling. Industries are changing so fast.
Yeah, constant learning. Exactly. And people want personalized learning experiences, which, traditional schools often struggle with. Plus, online education often offers more economic flexibility than traditional routes.
That sense.
So all that together creates this ongoing demand. And then the guide gets specific, breaking down online courses and coaching as distinct but complementary models driving this growth.
Okay, that distinction sounds key. Courses versus coaching. Let's start with courses. The source mentions their scalability. What does that actually mean for someone creating the content? Business-wise? Is it like build it once, sell it forever? Or is there more to it?
Yeah, scalability is a core concept the guide really drills down on. It talks about nonlinear growth potential. Yeah. What that means is you do the upfront work, creating the content, filming, structuring it all.
Right, the initial investment.
Exactly. But after that, your cost for each new student is almost zero. You build it once, and it can serve thousands, potentially tens of thousands, without you having to recreate the actual product each time.
Wow, okay.
That allows for massive reach and potentially really significant profit margins, something traditional education just can't match at that scale.
But it's not quite set it and forget it.
No, the guide is clear on that. That's a bit of a myth. You've still got ongoing work, content updates are important, platform maintenance, and definitely customer support.
Right, can't neglect that.
If you do, the value drops and people might leave, churn goes up.
Okay, so massive scalability, but it needs ongoing care. Got it.
Yeah.
So if courses are about that wide reach and efficiency, how does coaching fit in? It sounds much more, time-intensive, personal.
It is. Coaching is where you get that really valuable personalized engagement. This means tailored guidance, direct interaction, and often what the guide terms high-touch support.
High-touch support, like what exactly?
Think things like weekly one-on-one calls, maybe direct messaging access for quick questions, or personalized feedback on someone's work or progress. People are often willing to pay significantly more for that kind of direct, transformative help. They see it as a custom solution for their specific problems.
Ah, so higher price point.
Definitely. It doesn't scale like, of course, you only have so many hours, right? But the higher price and the deeper impact per client make it very profitable and honestly often very rewarding personally for the coach.
So it sounds like it's not really an either choice.
Exactly.
The guide actually suggests combining them for, quote, optimal results. What does that synergy look like in practice? Is it just using courses to sell coaching? Or is it more integrated?
It's definitely more integrated. The source really pushes combining them because it builds this robust ecosystem for your learners and for your business. The guide kind of paints a picture. Use the broad reach and potential passive income of courses to bring lots of people into your world at a lower cost.
Okay, like an entry point.
Yeah, it's a great lead generator. Attracts a wide audience. Then those who want or need that deeper, more personalized support the ones ready for that high-touch experience.
They move into coaching.
Precisely. They can transition into your coaching programs. You could even structure it like a pathway.
Like a pathway.
Imagine a course for the basics, maybe a group coaching program for community and practice, and then one-on-one coaching for really specific, tailored breakthroughs.
A tiered approach.
Yeah, exactly. It meets different needs, different investment levels, and it maximizes your impact and your potential revenue.
That sounds really strategic. A pathway for learners, a multi-layered income stream for the creator. But setting that all up must have its challenges, right?
Right.
Does the guide mention common mistakes, like offering coaching too soon, maybe? Or pricing it wrong?
Oh, yeah, that's a really good point. The guide does warn about a few common pitfalls. One is definitely misjudging where the learner is at and pushing high-ticket coaching before they've really grasped your core value, maybe from a course.
Right, building trust first.
Exactly. Another is having inconsistent messaging between your different offers, which just confuses people. The guide suggests you really need to test your price points and be super clear about the specific value at each level.
Makes sense.
And it stresses building that trust and authority first, maybe through free content or your lower cost course.
Yeah.
Then the step up to coaching feels natural, not like a hard sell.
Okay, so let's say someone's sold on this combined approach. What are the very first steps to actually build this kind of business? You can't just start teaching online randomly, can you?
No, definitely not. And that brings us right back to the foundation. How do you even begin? The guide is really emphatic about this. Find popular and profitable niches.
Popular and profitable.
Right. It's not just about what you love teaching, though that helps. It's about where your knowledge meets a real market need, and crucially, where people are willing to pay for solutions.
So less about your passion project, more about market demand.
It's the intersection. You need to think beyond what you want to teach and really research what the market needs. This means doing some homework, looking at search trends, forums, social media, finding specific problems people are actively trying to solve.
And then
Validating it, making sure it's not just a mild interest, but a real pain point people will invest money to fix.
Okay, crucial step. Validate the demand. So you found your niche. Now you need the shop front, right? The platform. Our source mentions various platforms. What's the thinking there? Ease of use, fancy features, cost. What should you prioritize?
Yeah, the platform choice is presented like a really pivotal decision. The guide doesn't list specific names, but it advises looking beyond just the basics. You need to think about robust features for delivering courses, like interactive quizzes, tracking student progress, secure video hosting, maybe drip feeding content over time.
Right, the course delivery stuff.
Yeah. And for coaching, you might want features for scheduling, managing clients easily, integrated communication tools.
Okay.
Plus, the guide stresses looking at payment processing options needs to be smooth, and marketing integrations. Those can really impact how efficiently you run things and grow.
So it's about the whole ecosystem, not just one feature.
Exactly. Finding the tech that supports you now and allows you to expand later, maybe even automate some things. And if you pull back and look at the bigger picture, the guide really maps out this whole journey step by step. It starts with that spark, finding your niche. Then it goes deep into content creation, the actual courses and coaching materials. Then, super important, it covers effective marketing strategies, getting your stuff seen by the right people.
Can't skip the marketing.
No way. And finally, it talks about scaling, growing the business beyond just you, maybe building a team, making it a real sustainable enterprise.
So it's not just a bunch of ideas, it's a structured roadmap from idea to content to marketing to growth. That sounds comprehensive, almost like it helps manage the risk involved. But, no business journey is totally smooth. What kind of common challenges, as the guide puts it, should people expect, and how does it help you prepare?
Yeah, the guide is realistic. It highlights the opportunities, but it definitely acknowledges the bumps in the road, those common challenges. It could be anything, really. Technical glitches with the platform you chose.
Tech problems.
Right. Or struggling to create high-quality content consistently. Or maybe finding it hard to target and reach the right students.
Or managing client expectations in coaching.
Exactly. That can be tricky. The point the guide seems to make is that by knowing these are common, you can prepare. It offers solutions and strategies based on what works. It's about being proactive, having the foresight to avoid some traps, and having a plan for dealing with issues when they pop up rather than just reacting.
That proactive approach sounds vital.
Okay.
Okay, so you've anticipated challenges. The next big thing is actually getting seen, reaching your audience. The guide mentions effective marketing strategies. What's the core idea there? Is it just shouting from the rooftops, or is it more nuanced? How do you connect?
It's definitely more nuanced. The guide's insights on effective marketing strategies stress that it's way more than just broadcasting. It's about really deeply understanding your target audience. Who are they? What are their specific pain points?
Knowing your customer.
Absolutely. And then crafting messages that speak directly to those needs. Make it resonate. The guide gives you frameworks for building a proper marketing plan, one that doesn't just get attention, but actually nurtures leads and turns them into paying students or clients.
Nurturing leads, like email marketing.
Yeah, things like strategic content marketing, engaging on social media, and definitely building effective email funnels. It also points towards using CRM systems and email platforms smartly to guide people through that process from just browsing to actually enrolling.
Okay, so it's strategic communication, getting the right message to the right person at the right time. It sounds like the guide really tries to anticipate questions too, almost like it preempts the worries people might have.
I think that's fair to say. When it mentions it answers frequently asked questions, it suggests it's trying to be really comprehensive. It's likely addressing those common concerns up front. Things like, which tech to choose, how to price things, specific marketing tactics, maybe even legal stuff for setting up, or just how to structure your course content effectively.
Right, clearing the fog.
Exactly. It helps demystify the whole process, builds confidence, and shows that this blueprint really aims to cover all the angles, so you can focus on delivering great value, not getting stuck on uncertainties. And ultimately, the way the guide frames this whole thing is as a flexible, impactful, and financially rewarding venture.
That sounds like the trifecta.
It really does. It's not just about the money, though that's there. It emphasizes the flexibility, working from anywhere, setting your own schedule, real autonomy.
The impact part.
That's about sharing your unique knowledge to genuinely help people change their lives or businesses, making a real difference.
And the financial reward.
And yes, the potential for significant financial rewards by building something scalable and valuable. It's a pretty compelling mix for anyone looking for both purpose and, prosperity.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you listening? Our deep dive into this building and scaling online education businesses guide has, I think, laid out a really clear path. We've seen the huge potential in online education. We've understood how courses and coaching can work together powerfully, that scalable reach, plus that high-touch depth. And we've walked through the basic structure, building, marketing, growing your venture. It's all presented within this framework that promises flexibility, real impact, and yes, financial reward. Hopefully this deep dive has given you the tools to really understand this booming area, whether you're thinking of jumping in yourself or just want to be well informed.
And that really brings us to a final thought, a question for you to consider. Given all this, the flexibility, the accessibility, the potential for impact, how could your unique knowledge, your passion, be turned into a valuable digital learning experience for other people? Maybe even in ways you haven't thought about before.
Exactly. Mull that over. What niche could you potentially fill? What problem could you help solve? How might these ideas fit into your own journey, whether it's learning or maybe even starting something new? We really hope this deep dive has sparked some ideas and shown you the incredible possibilities in the world of digital learning. Thanks for diving deep with us today. We'll catch you on the next one.